overloaded, so needed to fix up that problem, and it's already 8:30. Even that everything was ready by 7 o'clock.
Yeah, you notice it might not see the smoking gear park with. The fuck are you talking about? The fuck with the chicks about my fucking rear.
So yeah, everything was ready at 7. Didn't had a chance to leave because of the overloaded trailer. So by the time we fix up all that problem, it's already 8:30. So hour and a half lost. What can I do? Anyway, no salt mine this time. It's straight to Eramara, back to Wistone, and then Mindero station, because it's another cyclone approaching the coast. Onslow Salt, it's in cyclone preparation, so they don't want any freight. Will be a quick in and out at Wistone, then Mindero. They get all the extra food in case they need to shelter for longer. And yeah, let's see how this trip goes. Apart of that, so how I said, apart of that, everything else it's good. TGE managed to sort out the issue that I had Friday with the CTI subcontractor. The recording from my camera got downloaded successfully. So all the managers had a copy of it by the time I got back to the depot. Received a couple of phone calls from my direct line manager and big manager to check how I am, if I'm okay, if I need anything, which was nice of them. And today I received a message that the other driver got identified and been stood down. So the road is gonna be a bit safer with someone like him. The only unfortunate thing is been stood down from CTI, but who knows where he's gonna end up, which other company. So until then, hopefully he learned his lesson, but otherwise don't know what's gonna happen. You may do it again with someone else. Not sure if TGE will go even further with the Department of Transport with mine roads to take some action against him. I don't know about that. It's out of my hands. Oh yeah. In my opinion, Department of Transport should do their job a bit more proper, to do more audits on driving schools and driving instructors, because the way things are now, getting a license is like a production line. I got certificate for in driving instructor. I'm a qualified driver instructor myself. I got a license, but I'm not doing it anymore. I gave up. I gave up when I saw what happened when Department of Transport took their hands from assessing heavy vehicles. Said, no, that's it. This is gonna become a production line from this day. So I stopped working. I said, I'm not gonna be part of this. Because I knew what's gonna happen. If you try to do the right thing, the clients won't come at you. They'll go to someone else, which give them a couple of hours, and yeah, it's your license. Do whatever you want, go and kill yourself. Well, I wasn't working like that until I knew that that person is capable of driving the vehicle that he came to learn to drive. I wasn't presenting him for the on-road assessment. And yeah, I knew that what happened interstate, prime example, it's back in 2013-14, a driving instructor that was working for Linfox in Melbourne, he sold over 500 MC and HC driver licenses to people which never took 1 hour of driving lessons. They just went to him, here is your money, give us the certificate so we can get the license. This is how it was working until they catched him. And everyone which got the license through him was reassessed by Department of Transport in Victoria, but some of them already started driving, and it was fortunate that none of these people caused any major accidents or things like that, so they got a bit of experience and they passed. But some of them, they still failed the test with main roads there. So that's a prime example what happened when the government is giving the licensing into the private sector hands. Alright, so let's go to Mushay to get some fuel, and we'll talk more after. Time to fill up. going triple from Carnarvon all the way to Iramara and then come back to Wistone and all that. I'm going to top up with AdBlue as well, so I'm making sure that I'm leaving with full tanks of diesel and AdBlue, because in Carnarvon AdBlue it's a bit of a problem sometimes. Alright, so now we should have enough time, if everything goes alright, to get past Northampton. We'll see. Maybe stop at Geraldton again. Don't know. See how I feel. With 5 hours on a book, I have enough time to go on the other side of Northampton, 20 kilometers past Northampton in a parking bay, or yeah, how I said, see how I feel. It all depends what progress I will make tonight, because I'm really heavy. Prime mover plus the 2 trailers, I'm just under 75 ton. The bend where he can see everything. What a muppet. I don't know, some of these guys, they have a death wish. The best place to broke down, but what can you do? bloody things break down or less expected. Don't know what's going on, but my lights are not in the best shape. The low beam seems to get bit dull. And kind of flickering a bit. Don't know. Okay, almost in Dongra. 12:30. About 2 o'clock in Northampton. 2:15. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when I get to Geraldton. Well, I don't know where this came from, but it's not something that I was hoping to get tonight. Anyway, it's all part of the business. Halfway between Dongra and Geraldton. Should be there soon. work even on a night. Oh well.
I've got a heavy.
Okay. So far I made it to Geraldton. Have to admit, it was a quite pleasant night. Not much traffic at all. Just been cruising, no problem. Yeah. I hate when traffic lights change like this with no reason. Alright. Almost out of Geraldton. Okay, so to make easy for me on my second part of this trip, I've decided to go past Northampton. So I'll be stopping on my usual spot on the other side. It's 2 AM now. By the time I'll be there, I'll be 2:15. So that's mean 9:30 in the morning I can leave from there. If it wasn't for that overloading, by this time I was already sleeping. But yeah, what can you do? We'll see how the weather is gonna be tomorrow, if I'm gonna have any wind to slow me down, or how it's gonna happen. I'm just hoping to be in Wistone by 11:30 at the latest, so I can start 6:30 in the morning. But yeah, don't know what's gonna happen until tomorrow. Well, talking tomorrow, it's already past midnight, so it's gonna be today, but after leaving from here. Okay, let's see how parking bay look like. Looks like plenty room. Oh yeah, only one truck. Oh well, looks like this cyclone, which it's forming up on the coast, put a lot of people off, and yeah, not much happening. It's only us with the food supplies. But anyway, it's 2:15. It's time for me to go to bed. So till morning, good night guys, and take care. Morning guys, and welcome back to second part of this trip from Perth to Wistone.
Germany.
Roadhouse. Oh, we got another 250 to Carnarvon, 2.5 hours. Quickly get the trailer from there and straight to Ramara. So for the looks of it, will be exactly the same like last week. I will get there after midnight, unfortunately, which means will be 7:30 in the morning starting. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Have a look. So far so good. You know how they say, the calm before the storm. Not much wind, which is good, but yeah, apparently we're gonna get hit by another cyclone. At this stage it's a bit too early to predict where it's gonna hit the land, but everything from north of Carnarvon, it's into the cyclone area. Especially Exmount, Onslow, Karata, Port Hedland, yeah, all that coast. Have a look at the crows, how they sit under the tree. They're sitting there on my right. Was a little bit of water from the sprinklers, trying to get some relief from the heat. Oh well, another 200 k's and Carnarvon. Hey mate, you're heading up north on the wrong time. We are not gonna go north of Carnarvon. coming around here in a caravan.
Come around.
Thank you. Where are you guys going?
You enjoy your day too.
How far north you guys going?
It's okay, mate. It's only the water.
Well, I was trying to give you the heads up that it's a cyclone coming in the next few days on the coast north of X-Mount.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, well, if you don't want my help, God be with you. These people from New South Wales know everything. You know, sometimes you try to help people and they're just a bit ignorant on what you're trying to tell them. They ignore you. So what can you say? Nothing. When people like this come across, you try to help them and they try to be a bit cocky. Well, you just let the natural selection do her business. I learned that this long ago. You try once, if they don't listen and they ignoring your advice, let them go. There's no point trying second time because the end result will be the same, so yeah. Just let the universe do his business, do the natural selection. This coastal road, it's a lot busier than the inland, and then you come through in the middle of the week and all of a sudden you see that there's no traffic, it's quiet. That should raise an alarm signal to you. Hey, what's going on? Better check where I'm going. Is anything happening there? Why it's so quiet? That should be the first thing to look for. When you go north and you see everyone is coming south, there's something strange happening. But yeah, some people are just too arrogant to realize that. And you try to help them, and they give you smart replies back. I was asking them nicely how far north you're planning to go. And her answer was, don't worry, we got plenty of water. I don't care how much water you have, because you are about to receive more. And that blurry tin shed that you're towing will go high up in the sky. And if you are not careful where you're going, you'll have lunch with Son Peter soon. But yeah, they're too arrogant, too cocky sometimes, these caravan people. Instead to be more thankful because someone is trying to help them. We travel on this road 2 times a week. We know what's going on, and even us are catched by surprise sometimes. What about people that are coming once a year or 2 times a year? Things are changing so fast in the Outback that you won't believe. You don't know what's happening around the corner, how the road is, if it's any traps on a road or anything. You know nothing, but you still ignore if someone is trying to help you. Anyway, so just life. So yeah, I'll be after midnight in Wistone. I got a full trailer and 3/4 of the other one. From there, try to Mindaru station, unload in there and get the hell out of there. I don't wanna be catched by any nasty weather. Same like last year when I was doing Redmond. Usually it was go to Port Hedland, top up with linen, back to Redmond, back to Port Hedland, drop the linen, get an extra trailer from there and back to Perth. Not that time, that wasn't a plan. Was get to Hedland, top up with linen, Redmond straight to Perth. No more up Redland and back. And fair enough, a day after midnight that day, when the cyclone hit hard. The roadhouse at Purdue was completely destroyed. The big petrol station sign, which is concreted in the ground, was pulled out from the ground, and they found it 1.5 kilometers away. So play with. The guys from North Queensland, they know very well because they are experienced this weather as well. Almost every year, sometimes 2 times a year. But yeah, the rest think, yeah, it's just a strong wind and some heavy rain. No. It's a lot more than that. And it's nasty. Doesn't care what's in the front of it. It's tearing everything apart. Well, have a look at this dust tunnel here. It's coming across the road from the left side. Whoa! That was noisy. When I went across that wind gust, the noise that was making in between my 2 trailers was like a cannon got shot. Lucky I was heavy loaded. Because if you are not and you get hit by a wind like that, definitely move your trailers around a bit. Well, another wind gust. Let's see how strong this one is. Not that strong like the other one to make a bang, but yeah. And I can see plenty more ahead. So at this stage is predicted that the cyclone will gonna hit X-Mount on the 24th at around 8 AM. Between 8 AM and 10 AM, and by that time will be at this stage predicted to be downsized to category 2, but we're only on the 21st, so it's a tropical cyclone. Things can change very fast. So as it's traveling down along the coast, everything from Dampier, Karata, all the way down to Coral Bay will be affected by this cyclone. Which way it's gonna travel once he will hit X-Mount, don't know. No one is sure yet. As we speak, it's somewhere north of Broome and coming down the coast. As it's going through the water, we may intensify into category 3 or 4, who knows. So this is the prediction at this stage. It is predicted to be possible floods in part of Pilbara, but yeah, from late Friday onwards. We'll wait and see. Okay, so which one out of these two is mine? Yep. 3522. Okay. So finally, after all these years, they did install a blurry toilet for us in here. Alright, so I'll park up in here. Looks like there's not that much choice of a dollies. It's only one. Okay. I'm gonna have lunch first and then do everything else. Oh my God. He's talking on a blurry phone and trying to reverse to trailers. Get off the stupid phone and concentrate on what you're doing, mate. Because I haven't got all day here. And if I lock you in, you'll start crying. Okay. See you later, Mr. Chuk. By talking on a phone, good luck. Putting that blurry thing together. Okay. All right. No bad at all. $540 liters. Considering how heavy the load is, but having the wind kind of from the back, that helped a lot. So dusty everywhere, and I think this is gonna be for the rest of the week. I'm 5 kilometers south of Menilia, and no telephone service. I've been driving like this for the last 100 kilometers without any service. Like this dust storm knocked everything down. Everything is out, the communication, everything. That's another proof why we need cash. If I want to stop and buy something, it doesn't matter if I have money in a bank, it will be useless. Their ATM machines are not working. So unless I walk in a shop with the cash, they won't be able to help me. So cashless society for Australia will be the biggest mistake. see these communication towers? Pointless. Sorry because I have to say this, but again, this is my opinion and this could be the reality. With communication, we're somewhere at the same level with third world countries. You know, when I left Europe to come to Australia in the late 80s, in Romania, to have a telephone landline was a quite a bit of luxury. You needed to be someone to have that. If you was living in a village, nah, no way. Was only one landline phone in a village, maybe two. If the village had police station and council office, there were two. If it was just a police station, was one. In a town, yeah, but not everyone had in a town telephone lines. No way. It was only if you were someone or you knew someone in a telecommunication department, which was together with the post office. So if you had someone in there, yeah, you may have a chance to have a landline at home. If not, forget about it. So when I came here and I saw every house had a phone on a copper wire, not aluminium like in there. You can have two if you want. One landline for the phone, one for the fax. And wow, that's a luxury. Then the mobile phones came. The big Motorola's the size of the bloody house brick. So in early 90s, they become a little bit smaller, but still we were running analog phones. All the households were on a copper wire. Mid-90s GSM. So we moved from analog to GSM, and the internet came. When we were on the internet until beginning of 2000 on a dial-up, the old modem, 20 megabytes, 20 kilobytes, 100 kilobytes was a luxury per second of data. Just I think around 2005 the ADSL came available, but still on a copper wire. So I went in 95 in Europe, in Romania. They already had everyone had GSM, not analog mobile phone. Everyone was connecting to a landline service on optical fiber, not copper wire. They already started having the internet on ADSL 10 years before us here. Now I was talking with guys over there trying to download something and from their servers, and they said, you can't. We are on ADSL, you are on a dial-up. To download a couple of MP3s will take you all night. they were watching online videos we were only dreaming about. Maybe 30 seconds clips, video clips, that's it. Couldn't do any. And they were watching the whole video, the whole movies. So yeah, we are way behind everyone else with communication. Even in these days, there is a lot of places where optical fiber is still not available in Australia. And then half of the houses, maybe more, yeah, it is optical fiber from on the main street, everything to the front of the house, but from the front of the house to the house is still coming on a copper wire. So what's the point of having optical fiber if the last 15-20 meters is slowed down by copper wire? I'm lucky where I live because the house is reasonable new. So I got optical fiber all the way to the house. But where my kids live, the poor things, they got optical fiber to the front of the house and copper wire from the front of the house to inside. Nothing I can do to change that. Right now I've been already traveling 130 kilometers without any phone coverage, so if I need any help, bad luck, not gonna happen. I can't make any calls. I don't even have the SOS calls only symbol on a phone. It's just blank, no service. And yeah, I have one phone that is connected on Telstra, and the other one, of course, it's my the one that I'm using around the town, connected on a Vodafone. So both of them are on a no service. The Vodafone one is working in my towns like Perth, in Geraldton, in Carnarvon. It's working good in Port Hedland, but not in between. So I'm using the hotspot from Telstra to keep it alive, but today Telstra is dead too, no service. looking at the truck in front of me, how slowly is disappearing into the dust. Getting worse and worse. I can't even see the guy in front of me. Now it's like this. I don't want to be here on Friday. Wondering how it's gonna be tomorrow at Wistone and cattle station, especially at the cattle station. Finally it's clearing up a bit, but not for long, only for 200-300 meters. And we're getting back into the cloud. Okay, so we are out of the dust for a while. It's more ahead, but yeah. Now it's 5:30 in the afternoon and it's still 46 outside. Today was 48 in this area. Not nice weather. Tomorrow will be, for the looks of it, couple of degree lower, so maximum, but that can change. I reckon maximum tomorrow will be 46, not 48 like today, but yeah, that can change very quick. Newman over the weekend apparently it's gonna be 43, 44 degrees, so another hot day. So hopefully we are out of trouble. Looks like the dust is behind us. Still hot, but still at 46. My ice pack will work over time tonight, that's for sure. Nobody home. They are still in holiday. You know, I was thinking, it will be funny as if one day I will come around the corner and actually see a bloody UFO sitting there. It will be so funny after all this joking around to actually see one. Oh my God. exit Nanatara. I'll go for another hour and then have a break. Oh well, dark before you know. Still have good 2 hours to Iramara and 2.5 hours back. So about 4.5 hours, 5. Depends how I go, because yeah, it's a bit heavy loaded and struggling a bit uphill here and there. Okay, almost at the mine site. And that's my colleague, the one that I'm bringing the trailer for. Heading back will be a lot easier. 2 trailers, no problem being there before midnight. Already told them that I'm ready for 7:30 in the morning, so yeah, have about 7.5 hours break, which is good. the security guard was thinking that we go through there. He came out from his chicken coop. You're making a lot of dust. I used to like you.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
That one's empty there, that's still there, but you can put it in the same spot as you did the last time.
Okay. So do I have room next to?
What's that, bud?
It's enough room next to that one?
Yeah, brother, yeah, plenty of room there. Just go right out wide to your right hand side and then come in, you'll be right.
Yep, no worries.
See you next time, bud, I'm going to bed.
Yep, see ya.
The safe one, bro.
So, who's gonna come and pick up this one?
I don't know, how many are you bringing back tomorrow from Crowther?
Well, I'm going back to Wistone. I'm not going to Karata. So yeah, I'm going back to Wistone for delivery in the morning.
Oh, mate, I'm no dramas there. Well, don't you worry about it. I've let him know. I told him last time that it was here, so it's not up to us anyway, mate. We just bring it here and we don't get told enough we don't do it, so no, it's all good, mate. No stress.
Yep, no worries, mate.
Yeah, brother.
See ya.
Perfect there, brother. Beautiful.
Okay, unhook and get out of here. Alright, so let's go to Wistone. Should be there by 11:45, 11:50, something like that. Beautiful, jolly good. too far for radio check. Alright, so back to the main highway and pedal to the metal. Apparently tonight there are quite few cows further down, about 50 kilometers down the road. So yeah, I have to keep my eye on. Okay. So now it's a bit more interesting what's happening here. The light disappeared, so it's no more light at the intersection. How much they changed in 1 week. It's very hard to see nighttime, but yeah, we are gonna see it tomorrow, because I will be going back and forth a couple of times after leaving Wistone, be going to the cattle station, single trailer, and then coming back here to pick up my second trailer and go towards Perth. Very humid, very dusty. 11:37, so how I said, I should be here by 11:45, 11:50, and it's 37 degrees at midnight. So now, tonight, my ice pack will be working overtime. The poor thing. Oh well. We'll find out how he's gonna cope. Do I need to wake up and start the engine, or the ice pack is gonna be a hero? How dusty he is. I just come can't believe it. Alright, so it should be close to the access road. Yep, just myself. Beautiful. Well guys, welcome to Wistone. We'll see you in the morning. Till then, you have a good night and thank you for coming with me for drive. Stay safe and yep, see you in the morning.